Open Source Prophetic Tarot. I want to welcome each and everyone to my channel. I hope everyone is doing amazing. And to all my new and existing subscribers, I appreciate every single one of you. I hope everyone is doing amazing today. And thank you for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm going to take it because it flipped all the way up. I only was, let me put them in the order that they came out. Whoa! Maybe you was in a relationship with someone that tried to delay you. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Wands, they tried to betray you. And maybe this person had a very competitive energy. Ace of Swords, I mean. This person was very conflicted. And you found out information about this person and you move on the Chariot. You had to move away and release this situation because this person was trying to delay you. Maybe you was very patient with the situation or in the situation, whatever it is. You were very patient. See, maybe you celebrated this person and you was equal with this person, but this person didn't celebrate you, but now they want to reunite. See, they holding on to this relationship. Even though you took off, they're still holding on to you. Maybe they tried to hold on to your energy. Look at that, the Death card. You moved on, and plus you ended this situation and you transform. You transform yourself into something beautiful, something great. Maybe into the Hierophant, higher learning. Maybe they had an expectation of you that was never going to be met. Or maybe they had a negative expectation of you. They think of you in a different way. So 4 Cups, they're feeling unfulfilled. Because you no longer settling for less. You sure not. I just realized something. I was doing the card and see, this person wanted to hold you back. I was doing this card and I did not realize that the cards was turned this way. So that's a big sign this person wanted to hold you back. I got them fixed now. I'm like, what the hell? Definitely. See, this person want to come in real quick. They want to charge in their Knight of Swords energy. Want to charge in real quick because they're facing a tower. They see that you have moved away and everything is falling apart for them. Things is just falling down. Maybe this person worked magic on you and it boomerang back at their ass. Maybe they did some form of magic on you so you would focus on them. Maybe they did a love spell. So they took inspired action to create something on you to block your focus. And maybe block you from creating anything new, a relationship, or even working on yourself, anything new at all. See, they didn't want you to have this 10 of Pentacles. They didn't want you to build this 10 of Pentacles. They didn't want you to have this money, this inheritance. They didn't want things to turn around for you so you'd be able to have a soft life. That's why they tried to block you. They create everything. Maybe they tried to block your finances. So look at this. They was creating page 1. They were trying to create something against you. Maybe that's what they was planning, to try to do everything against you to hold you down, hold you back. See, that's why maybe they betrayed you. This person was very dishonest in the relationship. They didn't show their true self. Their true self. They're wearing a mask. Maybe this person ghosted you. Maybe this person was in this toxic devil energy. This person was in addiction and toxicity. Ooh, damn. See, 6 of Pentacles, they didn't give to you the way that you gave to them. That's why they're facing judgment in their life. Maybe you had a wake-up call and you stepped into your purpose after you stepped away from this devil. See, you're pushing yourself into the spotlight. You're balancing out your energy. You're shining. Whatever you're doing, you're shining in the spotlight. Maybe you gain the clarity. Maybe you had hope. You moved away from them because they broke your heart. Maybe that was the aim, to have you heartbroken, to keep you stuck. They maybe wanted to keep you in a low vibration energy, so you wouldn't been able to push yourself and focus on yourself. See? But you had to let that go. You had to turn your back on that situation, and you had to learn that lesson and acquire your wisdom and step forward. So you learned something from this. Moon. So you realize this person had many secrets. They had hidden secrets. Things that they didn't declare to you. Things that they didn't show to you. Maybe this person wanted to block your raise, your promotion. They didn't want anything growing for you. That's why maybe they did all this spell work towards you. Maybe they were doing moon magic too on you, because they wanted to block everything from you. They didn't want you to have any promotion, any raise, any future investment, nothing good coming in for you, nothing pouring in for you. But see, you had to step in your power. You had to step in your strength. You had to boss up and said, not me, the devil. Move along. See, this is where they wanted you to hit rock bottom. They want you to just fall down where you wouldn't been able to get yourself back up. You'd be so totally out. But see, you a queen, and you know how to make them pentacles because you're very resourceful. You know how to make it happen. That's something they can't take away from you, boo-boo. Maybe Queen of One, you was in your Queen of One energy. You're very confident, very bold, very assertive. In a good way. Three of Cups. Maybe these bitches celebrated your downfall. Evil witches. Karmic witches. See, they didn't want this person to propose to you and be married to you. Maybe they contributed with some spell to help break you guys apart. But this person was a King of Swords anyway. So you didn't miss anything, because this person wasn't balanced. They didn't pour in your cup like how you poured in their cup, because they thought you was a fool, and they didn't want you to see who you are. They didn't want you to attract this new beginning, and they didn't want you to leap forward. So that's why they tried to hold you back. See, this person wanted King of One. They wanted to dominate you and control you. They wanted to bind you, bound you to them. They wanted to keep you in that karmic energy, karmic loop, bro. Page of Swords. That's why they're curious about you now. They're spying on you. They want to see what's going on for you, what you got going on. So they want to come in this charming energy, like they want to propose to you. No good. No good. But you are the high priestess. You already see what this devil got going on. You're very mysterious. You got hidden gems, hidden secrets. You don't speak everything. Five of Swords. See, this person was very toxic, very conflicted. See, this is what they didn't want you to be, in this Nine of Pentacles energy, where you would be solo, independent, single, successful, and gaining financially. That's what they wanted to try. Maybe they told people you weren't shit, so they wanted you to look like you ain't shit. That's why your ass move on away from them. Fast. Quick. Maybe they was trying to work and to block whatever you're working on. But you're becoming a master in your skill, your craft, your project, your business, whatever you're acquiring. You're becoming very successful in it. Nine of Cups. All your wishes coming true, and you're attracting material abundance. You're attracting abundance in all different shapes and form. Yeah, you had to get rid of their ass. Page of Pentacles. See, they want to come back in and work with you with this little page energy. Sun. See, they didn't want you to have exposure because they told everybody you want shit. So they didn't want people to see the real you, to see how nice you are, how kind you are, empathic you are, how loving you are, how free spirit you are. So they told everybody you wasn't shit. Okay, but you are receiving all this exposure and you're having a successful outcome. So what they think wasn't going to be for you The light is shining bright on you. Somebody hear me? See, this is what they wanted to do. They wanted to put you to rest. They wanted to keep you trapped so nobody wouldn't see how spectacular you are. Look at this. This is what they were trying to block you from. The Emperor. So see, that's why they try to keep you stuck. Yeah, because they didn't want you to attract this Emperor. They didn't want you to attract stability. Someone that's going to emotionally support you. So they collaborated and team up with these 3 witches. Evil, dark witches. So they want to come back in after they done sow their royal oats all over the community. They want to come back in and give you. You better not take that mess. You're better off single. See, they want to come in and juggle you. They want to come in. Look. Ooh, baby. They see you looking good. They see you looking nice. They're looking fine. You in this abundant energy, this magnetic energy. They want to come and dirty you up, muddy you up. But you ain't falling for that because you are abundant on your own. Sure is. 7 of Cups. See, they want to come with this confusion and illusion and trap you in this fantasy world. All them cups got something different in there. 2 of Cups. See, this person know they wasn't gonna propose to you and they was never gonna marry to you. They know that they ain't gonna give you that partnership that you want, and they sure the hell don't want you to have a new love. That's why they want to keep you stuck. This is why they want to put you in poverty, so they can isolate you and put you in ill health, bad health. King of Cups. So this person is a fake King of Cups in reverse, coming in to act as if they're all empathic, they're all good, but excuse me, they're not. Guess they don't want me to say, because this is what they want to try to block you. They are trying to block your wheel of fortune. They do not want this wheel to turn for you in your favor and receive this good karma. But you already did the work, and this is going to be your justice. Everything is going to balance out for you. So maybe with you doing everything that you need to do, see, the Lovers. Someone was doing this to you that you was in a relationship with. Could be a partnership, could be Ace of Wands. See, they didn't want you to create anything new. They didn't want anything good for you. They wanted you stuck, bounded. See, that's why they're watching you. They're trying to look in on you. Maybe they're getting readings on you. Or maybe this person is spiritually spying on you. 2 of Wands. See, they're waiting to see if what they conspired and conjured up is working, but it's not. Page of Cups. See, they do not want you to get this new love, so they're teaming up. They want to come back in and team up. 5 of Cups. They're feeling so sad. They're feeling regret because they're unable to treat you like a piece of shit. They do not want you to grow. They do not want you to expand. They do not want people to see who you are. They do not want people to recognize you for the person that you are, so you could get this victory and this success. See, they told people you wasn't balanced. They told people you was all over the place. You was wishy-washy. You didn't know who the hell you was. But you are very balanced. And you are using self-control and moderation. Maybe they trying to nitpick on you because they want you to spaz out so they can do the po-po game on your ass. But you didn't. So now they're trying to come back and act like they want to work with you in this Knight of Pentacles energy. Maybe they want to bring something in, a gift, because they are trying to block you from this 10 of Cups. They do not want you to attract this contentment. They do not want someone to love you and support you. They do not want you. They want to put you in this 5 of Wands energy, where you're always facing obstacles. You're always facing challenges and something always going bad for you. They do not want you and the Emperor to meet, and you push yourself in this energy. They do not want you to have a couple. This is what they do not want you to have. He's somewhere down here. That's why they're trying to hide him. They're trying to hide him. Maybe they're working on his mind too. So look what I put in. Regret. It's somewhere down here. It's hiding. I can't find it, but he's down there already. So you are already in your power. So you are definitely stepping forward. But maybe before that you had to step in your Queen of Swords energy. And you had to keep your sword up with these people. So let them know that back off, you ain't the one nor the two. Maybe these were some people from your past. Past people that tried to keep you stuck. They had you stuck. They had you bounded. They had you trapped. But things are changing for you. Things are moving fast for you. Things are taking off quick because you had to move your ass away from them. You had to turn your back away from them so you wouldn't be no longer stuck. And you had to set boundaries with these people. And you had to maintain these boundaries because these people had you trapped. They had you trapped in your mind. They had you bounded. They had you stressed out. They had you burdened because they didn't want you to attract. So here comes this King of Pentacles trying to come back in because they're trying to put you in grief so you would not be in a power couple. Open source, like, subscribe.